And we're back for another episode of Big Six Bants. And quite frankly, I don't think it's coming home. I'm gonna be real. But aside from England drawing against Scotland 0-0, we've got some new guests today. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Take away, boys.
Look, Irishman, unfortunately, Diarmuid from Near Post. I'd love to be chatting about Ireland in the Euros, but we're not even there. So at least you boys have a team to support, where you're living and where you're from. So yeah, pleasure to be on, lad. First time making a debut.
Good stuff, man. Good to have you on. And John, my boy.
No worries, man. John from Real Ball Talk. Yeah, man. Very disappointing game, but I have a feeling we're not really shocked. I'm not shocked personally. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, man, I'm much appreciated for having me on. Much love for that.
And obviously, fans always Corey. They know you.
Bro, I've gone from watching this United team disappoint me to this as well. It's a shocking year. The year's just been terrible.
I mean, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. But first of all, thank you guys for actually coming on the channel. It's never easy coming on a debut with the worst times like this. I think I made that a bit of a habit, just bringing people on the channel when either their teams lose or everything's just going to shit, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm probably going to start with the main question, lads. Is it coming home? After that result, is it coming home? You lot take the floor, man. You're going to go first.
I don't think it is. I think Gareth Southgate's the one that's not making it come home. Purely we've had top teams for years. We've had these amazing teams in the golden ages of Scholes and Gerrard and them lot, and now we've got this team as well. This team is I don't think it's up there, but this is a very strong team we've had in a long time, and we can't even play properly. Like I'm seeing Grealish benched. I would never forget him. I'll never forgive that. Grealish benched. And he's playing Declan Rice and Phillips in midfield. And Jadon, I'm not even going to talk about Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
There's no need to talk about.
Yeah. What is the story with is Sancho injured? Like, Sancho's probably your third. I think he's like your third or fourth best player. Is he injured or is he just not playing?
He's fit. He was slapping. He was slapping top corner.
You saw it, right foot, left foot. Yeah, he's
like
fit,
if Sancho was playing for Man United, he'd be one of the first names on the team sheet. It's just because he doesn't play for an English club. It's like Tomori. It's like Tomori with AC Milan. Peter Watt from the other lad I do the channel, he watches a good bit of AC. Like Tomori's been one of the best players for them this year. They've just got top four. Like he's miles better than Mings, he's better than Ben White, but he didn't even make the 33. Remember, he did that stupid 33.
Cody as well.
Exactly. I don't think he looks at any leagues better than the Premier League, which is just baffles my mind. Just there, them two lads just sum it up for me. I can't believe like he's still manager. I don't know how he got the job. Who he even used to manage, was 21s or something like.
I don't even think he was on the 21s.
Like. He was the youth squad, isn't it? I don't even care. I'm sorry. John, what do you think? Is it coming home? Is it coming home?
Yeah, man. I wish I could be more positive, but I'm have to go with Corey on this one. I think with Southgate in charge, this England team ain't going anywhere. The whole way he's trying to use Calvin Phillips is baffling. I know it kind of worked in the first game, but Calvin Phillips is primarily a DM, and he's trying to play this weird box-to-box role that's clearly not suited to him. You can see anytime he picks up good positions where he could drive forward, his first instinct is just to pop it off back to someone else because he's not in his natural comfort zone to be there. So yeah, I think. And then obviously you got the Grealish thing. Grealish should be an automatic star in the team. Sterling should never be in the team right now because he's completely out of form. And then he's playing Mount in this weird area where, again, Mount looks like he should be a number 10, but he keeps floating around to the left. And he keeps trying to pull Sterling in this almost Sonish-like role at Spurs, where he wants him to run in behind Harry Kane, so Harry Kane drops deep. And it's like, bro, like, what is going on? Trippier's starting at left back. He doesn't need to drop deep.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do the work that he's doing.
He doesn't need to do it at all.
In Tottenham, he needs to do that because the team's not great. We have a good team
Yeah.
here. He doesn't need to do this stuff.
He doesn't.
My number 9 needs to be up there.
So, quick question, just
Doesn't.
aside from England. So, if Harry Kane, you know, this whole, because I think performing in England is a bit different than performing for your club, and that's clear for a lot of players. So maybe with Southgate, don't you think it was up to him to see that maybe he should have gone for a little bit more experience rather than consistently trusting in, you know, this sort of youth? He has this sort of, you know, bias towards more youthful players, because I personally don't think there's anywhere near enough experience in this England squad in terms of just knowing how to win for your national team. Do you know what I mean? You look at players like Jesse Lingard, who is a win. Yeah. He's not a win. No, let's get. No one's a winner in England. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like,
do you know what I mean by experience? Though, you know, people like Welbeck weren't known as the greatest strikers, but Welbeck at the time was very good for England. He was very, very consistent for England. So was Jesse Lingard, very consistent for England. Certain players are just consistent in a national top. Don't you think you kind of have to keep those? That I'm not saying take Welbeck. I'm not saying that. But Lingard, at least, you got to get someone like Lingard, and he just knows how to approach a game. Because I feel like today we lacked experience. We lacked a lot of experience today, and it just goes to show that with all the talent in the world, if you're going to rely on individual brilliance, all it takes is a team with organisation and heart to make us look ordinary, and that's what Scotland did today.
In my opinion, I think if he took out either Phillips or Rice and put in Bellingham, I think the game would have been very, very different. Very, very different. If you put him in, I think whenever he comes on Champions League, he just runs the midfield. 17-year-old kid just doing his thing. Like, you just need somebody to go out there and show them what they've got. And what we did today, we didn't show that at all.
I think we missed Kyle Walker today as well.
Hugely.
Hugely.
But I think I think he's scared. I think Southgate.
Why did he get dropped from the squad?
I don't know. No clue.
I just stroked.
I don't think he should be rotating.
The same reason he took Ben White instead of Jesse Lingard.
Yeah,
I mean, the Ben White thing is mad still.
I think he's rotating too much for it's a 6-7 game tournament. Like
2,
3, 4 change. How many changes did he make? 2. I can think of 2 on the top of my head there. Like
Trippier didn't play.
The fullbacks, anyways, wasn't it?
The fullbacks.
Yeah, you can't really be doing that. You need a bit of consistency. Like he went with a left-footed left back, then he's gone with the normal left back and shot. He might play Chilwell the next game, and he might play a 3 or something. Like you need to. You can't really. He should know his best team by now, but the man is. I
can't even say he's clueless. I think he's just playing safe.
I don't think it makes sense. Surely you're going to want to play like certain players that play for the same team together. Like in my opinion, I would have started Maguire today. I would have had Maguire and Stones. That would have been my opinion.
Yeah,
because I feel that with Southgate, he doesn't. I think he's scared to have Mings and Stones. That's why he plays. In my opinion, I think that's why he plays Rice and Phillips.
Yeah.
Because he's scared of those two.
But Mings has been. I think Mings has been our best defender by far. Mings has been absolutely if anything, the only.
He was good today. He was good.
WWE John.
Yeah,
absolutely busting that.
Mings has been an issue for strikers to deal with.
I feel like he's been good because this is just like Man United. He's been, but my centre backs are doing well because they've got 2 CDMs in front of them.
But a lot of balls are still coming. I think we're still conceding a lot of crosses. A lot of crosses are coming into the box, and Mings is having to make last-ditch tackles. Why are we having to do some of these things? Like even some of the chances Scotland created today, I'm thinking we have 2 DMs. Why are we? What? There's 2 DMs for a reason, so we can at least control the play and maybe play the football in their half. We didn't even play the football in Scotland's half today, and when we did, the ball was moving so slow. And I'm tired. I'm tired of us building the team around Mason Mount. He's really good player, very, very good player. But people need to stop building the team around this guy. Yeah. It's not what's gonna get this ain't gonna get you anywhere. Maybe in a Chelsea system.
I think you got to build it around Kane. You got to build it around Kane, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't know. Kane's looking stiff as well, man.
He's looking mad stiff.
Rashford as a striker is horrible as well, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's horrible as I don't think he's even that good on the left. Like he's.
I don't know why you should have put Watkins.
Well, Shea Adams looked way better than Harry Kane today.
Calvert-Lewin.
He did.
I don't know why they put Calvert-Lewin up there.
Shea Adams.
I swear Shea Adams was English. Did he just get a late thing? I always thought he was.
I thought he was always Scottish. I can't lie.
I think he's always been Scottish.
But he showed Harry Kane how to play up top today. As I said, Shea Adams, big you up.
You surprised me today. Pickford.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Well, how did he surprise? When's he done anything wrong for England? When has Pickford done anything wrong for England?
I don't know, man. Everyone's been counting their days, isn't it?
They're waiting for him to make the mistake.
Everyone's been counting.
They're waiting for it.
And he's done that. It's just like, oh.
But at the end,
Henderson's gotten injured. Pickford's there.
We're doing it the wrong way around though. Like with the defense, usually the defense is something you don't change because with defense it's all about relationships, especially between the centre backs. Even when it comes to your centre back and your right back, and vice versa with your left back, it's all about keeping them relationships steady. And the fact that Gareth Southgate has got so many wing backs in the squad, and he just wants to chop and change. The ball's always going to move a bit slower, and things are going to have to be thought about rather than be on instinct because the relationships aren't solidified enough. That's the way I kind of see it. Do you know what I mean? So if you played Walker and Stones next to each other, and you got Maguire and and you got Shaw, or as I said per se, Maguire or Mings, keep it like that. Keep it like that and don't change it because the guys they're taking too many touches on the ball. Scotland or whoever is our position, they're getting back into their position, they're regaining their shape, and it's back to square one. And now we have to break down the whole 11, which we know under Southgate we're gonna struggle with because we don't have a really, really creative 10 who's gonna do that. You could say maybe Foden and Mount and Grealish are the people capable of that.
If you should play them, but Sancho and Grealish are the perfect lads, but he just
Grealish and Sancho should always be playing, like always. And the thing is as well is that it's not to get onto him, like, because obviously he's probably England's best player, but Harry Kane is slightly getting a pass for his performances at tournaments. Like, he's played, I think, 9 games now from Euro 2016 World Cup and this one. And I think he's played 9 games. He's got 5 goals or 6 goals. And I think 5 of them were against Panama and Tunisia in 2 group stage games. He's got like 1 in the other 7.
I'm pretty sure
one of the
three of them penalties, and one of them hit the back of his leg.
Scroffiest goal I've ever seen.
Yeah, when the ball hit his ankle, innit?
Outside of Panama,
I swear they said they done it on purpose, isn't it?
Yeah, he said.
They're trying to say.
I swear on my daughter's life. Remember he did that? Oh my god.
Oh my days, yeah.
But like quality.
So I'm saying like he's got 1 goal in 7 games outside of Panama and Tunisia. So I'm like, why is he? Every time he does something wrong, they always say, "Is he injured? What's wrong with him?" Can't you just say like, step up?
He's not playing well. Yeah.
Just say step up.
I agree, man.
John, when I said bring back Vardy, they shot me. They shot me down when I said bring back Vardy. They shot me down. I'm telling you.
I would have put on Calvert-Lewin today.
Like, at some point. Yeah. So what do you think as well? What do you think, lads, psychologically for some of these players? If you think about it psychologically, some of these guys on the bench are thinking, so you look at Sancho and he's going with unnatural wingers over actual natural wingers. So again, so you've got Sancho thinking, oh, okay. You've got, even in the first game, you've got Chilwell and Shaw sitting on the bench, watching a right back play left
their
back.
Position.
A right back who probably shouldn't play a right back.
And then you've got, today, Rashford comes on up front instead of Kane, and you got Calvert-Lewin on the bench going, okay, interesting. You know, so don't you think psychologically it's messing up some of the players as well as to what Southgate's doing?
I don't think he knows what he's doing. I think he's too afraid. He's afraid people like lads will get pissed off with him or whatever. So he's going to play as many lads as possible to keep them all happy. Like give as many lads games as he can. But like there's just no point doing that in the tournament. You need to kind of know your system and your team, and then you can make a few changes here and there, little injuries or whatever. But I think there'll be who he's playing Czech Republic. Like he's basically Trudeau, aren't you? 4 points. He will at least get a draw against Czech Republic. He'll probably beat them.
It's just covering up the cracks, though, no?
Yeah, exactly. Like he'll still probably top the group. I think a draw would top the group for you.
No,
it won't. It will put us. It won't. It will keep us second.
They go through on goal difference. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I'm taking Mount out of the team. Sorry, carry on. I'm taking Mount out of the team.
Yeah. So
I see where you're coming from with that, though.
It's nothing wrong with him because I think he's really. I actually like people think I hate Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount is a baller. It's a serious baller. But I'm tired of people just building this team around him. I'm sorry, but take him out of the team and maybe go for a different dimension because playing through Mount, I'm sorry, as good as Mount is, his end product still needs work. It needs work.
I think we've got to play Grealish. Grealish has got to start.
100%.
I think
Grealish, Sancho,
I think we
Kane.
need. I think Sterling's. He can't start. I think we got to play.
Can't.
We got to play.
But what's wrong with
Sancho on the right.
Sterling?
I don't.
What's wrong with Sterling?
I'll keep Foden on the left.
What
I think
is
he's
it
got
about
great quality.
Sterling? What's wrong with Sterling? Because I personally think Sterling, despite being off form, is still our most dangerous player. Sterling's been our most dangerous player for the first
Yeah.
games. Like,
Actually, I can't lie. I think Foden.
Yeah, bro, the occasion's too big for
quality.
Foden. He plays so good at times, but let's be honest, Foden's not going to get the ball how he gets the ball at Man City, so he's never going to look as good as he actually is. You see little flashes like when he was on the break and he shifted the ball from right to left really quickly, beat a couple man. But as I said, I do think, for me, I've got to bring off Foden off the bench. Do you know what I mean? When he's hungry. Do you know what I'm saying? Starting Foden, you've seen now, we've kind of done nothing off the right for 180 minutes now. Nothing's come from the right side. Everything has come from Sterling's side or Grealish's side.
I think that I can't blame the attackers too much because it's hard to transition from defense to attack.
And most of
two
our
CDMs,
it's
it's hard to. And we're doing this thing where we're just trying to play wings and get Foden and Sterling bombing down the wing when Kane comes in and tries to pull it over the top. It's simple.
I mean,
you can see there's no style of play.
Yeah,
because if you look at how Italy are playing, Italy don't have superstars, but you can see the style of play. They're not afraid to one touch, two touch, get out of tight areas. England could do something similar. England could do something similar because they've definitely got the quality going forward. Yeah. Like you said, Sancho, Grealish, they can all play that type of football easily. But then the midfielders, I mean, obviously England's central midfield is not the strongest. I think we can all agree on that. But it should still be doing better than what it's showing at the moment.
I don't know though, because
why is Henderson playing then? I can't.
Henderson's not fit. Henderson's not fit.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush that.
Why is he in the squad?
In 3 or 4 months. He shouldn't have made the squad.
Why is Henderson in the squad?
I don't know. Maybe he's slicing the oranges in the back. I don't know what he's doing in it. But I was saying we mentioned this earlier on PS4 on the PS4.
They'll say a leader around the camp.
That's a load of bollocks. That is a load of bollocks.
Me and the boys were talking in the PS4 chat, and we were saying, you know how everyone was lauding Phillips's performance against Croatia. You know how he played really well. We were kind of saying, did we sort of fall into a trap where we thought Phillips played so well, but maybe was he just overperforming? And if someone like Henderson was just to come let's say in a world where Henderson's fit, and Henderson was just to come in and just boss it, are we just realized? Do you think it's like, wow, like we're lauding overperformers because they don't play for these big clubs, but you just bring in a man like Henderson who will just do that every time. And you know what I mean? Are our standards dropping a little bit? From Kevin Phillips' performance.
England, the pundits always do it though. I was swapping from RTE, like the Irish coverage from BBC, and like if you listen to both of them, you'd swear you're watching a different game. Like the after analysis, I think it was Rio. I think Lampard was in there. Yeah, Lamps was in there.
Lampard.
Must be looking for a new job, but it was them two there. It was them two there, and they were like massive. And then did you hear what Gary Neville said? Southgate is the biggest asset.
Is the best asset.
Or whatever the fuck. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought Neville. I used to rate Neville as a pundit, but he said some horrible.
He hasn't been the same since Valencia.
I think he's always protecting Southgate. He said it's not because of the tactics, not because of Southgate, not because of the team. What is it then?
Bro, let's face it, Monts. Let's face it. Calvin Phillips got man of the match in the first game because he had a random shot from the edge of the box, which was on target. He made bare fouls and was looking physical, and then he had a one-off run, which can happen to anyone. He just happened to have a one-off run where he got past one man, slipped someone in. That's it.
This is what I'm saying. If we was to play someone like Henderson, and I'm saying, and this is nothing to do with the Liverpool badge, by the way. Playing someone like Henderson, I feel like we'd immediately see the difference. Do you know what I mean? Like, as I said, we're not sticking to player relationships in this team at all. Obviously, I would have loved to see Kyle Walker playing today. Obviously, I'd love to see Henderson. I'd love to see Maguire, Shaw, and Henderson and Trent. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd love to see these little green bars of, Ultimate Team FIFA. These green bars
I don't know.
Do you know what
I'm saying? Of
I would
chemistry.
have preferred today? I would prefer to see Sean Maguire, Stones, and Walker.
Yeah, Man City, Man United.
Yeah, I would have preferred to see that. I would have had, if Henderson was fit, I've got to put Henderson there. Declan Rice, I would have had Grealish in the camp.
But guys, are we saying that Mount can't play that box-to-box role that?
Yeah, of course he can. I think he could.
I think he
I think he definitely can.
I think that's where he should be playing.
He puts in a shift. He'll work back as well, and he can nick.
Yeah.
No, but not even that. He'll actually nick the ball.
We're better than
get
that,
his
though.
foot in.
We're better than he puts in a shift.
No. But that's what I'm saying. No. But what I'm saying is, what Mount.
You know about that nonsense.
Mount has the quality, and he'll work back and get hand. Like, so he has both.
Yeah.
Phillips, you know what I mean? I'd drop Phillips or Rice, one of them. It doesn't really matter. Probably I'd drop Phillips because Rice is a specialist CDM, and Mount can play a bit deeper because he's not that bad defensively and he has the engine, that sort of thing. But
we don't have enough. Do you know what's funny as well? We have so many wingers, but none of them are actually left wingers. I mean, right wingers. Think about it.
Right
none of them.
Sancho can do a job.
Yeah, but Sancho is predominantly much better on the left than he is on the right.
Yeah, he's been much
way
better on the left.
Yeah, he plays on the left for Dortmund. He plays on the left.
Like, he's probably the best. He's probably the best one on the right, Sancho.
Do you know what? I'm sorry. Bring back Zaha. Cool Ivory Coast. Bring back Zaha. I'm sorry. Bring him back.
Boy,
bring him
back.
Bring back Andros Townsend. Andros Townsend can play on the right.
We don't have right wingers. We don't have anyone who can play on the right. You have no one.
We're finished. We are.
I think Sancho should be playing on the right, man.
What are you saying? I still think England will top the group. Well, actually, you might draw with Czech. But who do you play then? If you finish first or second?
I think Portugal or Germany, isn't it?
Nice one.
If we play Italy, we're gonna get.
Yeah,
we're gonna get.
I don't think.
I don't think
you can. I
don't think England
a new one.
Immobile, Insigne, we are
Verratti when he's back.
We're finished.
No, I don't think you will get hammered, but I just think you will get out and out.
No, but England can't actually play Italy.
I think,
But
I think
if
for
you
90 minutes, we're done. 90 minutes, we're getting dominated the whole game.
I think if you play Portugal, you might look a bit better, but they'd win 1 or 2-1, 2-1 or 1-0. I don't think you should get battered by these teams, but them teams will just do enough. They mightn't play their best, but they'll just. I'd still be confident they'll beat you. They'll have to know how.
We just lack cutting edge, man.
Yeah,
we lack cutting edge, and it's like I feel like at least with Spain, they lack cutting edge. Spain lack cutting edge, but at least they move the ball. And
you know what they're at.
They're dominating the game and they're moving the ball, and at least they create chances. It's just about them having a striker.
If they had a Kane, if they had a Kane up there instead of Morata, he's doing
that Morata guy's a scrub, man.
But lads, I mean,
he finished my bet.
I
only needed Spain to win,
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they drew.
He shagged you.
Lads, I'd love to go on about this for longer, but I'm probably gonna cut it there. In fact, what I will do, I'd say, lads, let's maybe go for an 11 that you'd like to see on the knockout. So skip the Czech Republic game. Who would you like to see in that knockout game, regardless of who we play? We'll start with Corey, and then we'll go around. But we'll try and make it as quick as you can. But yeah, name your 11.
I've got to put Pickford in goal. I think he's played very, very well. I'd have, at the moment, I've got to put Mings. I've got to have Mings and Stones. I've got to, because I don't know if Maguire's fully fit. I think he's saying he's fit, but I don't think he is. I'd put this may sound mad. Man United people don't attack me, but I've got to put Chilwell there, innit? He's got to go. And for right back, Kyle Walker all day. Declan Rice, Henderson if he's fit, or Bellingham, one of the two. I don't care. And then Grealish just come, and then Kane, Rashford, and Sancho.
Okay. John, what's your 11?
I'd have Pickford in goal. Right back, I'll probably go for Kyle Walker. I mean, Reece James is a good talent, but he's a bit stiff. There's something about him sometimes. He's a bit sleepy.
He's meaty, man. But Chelsea fans will murder me for that.
Yeah,
one.
it's crazy. It's crazy to think that that Trent wouldn't have started.
I didn't say that, Chelsea. I didn't say that.
Like,
They run me down on that.
Say it, man. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, man. Then centre back, I'd say Stones and Maguire, just because Mings scares the life out of me, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to play
Pro wrestler.
Yeah,
he scares the life out of me. I think he could just give a penalty away at any time. Then I'll put Shaw left back, even though I think Shaw was better at end product than Luke Shaw for sure. Then sitting two, I'd have Rice, and then Mountain like a box to box, and then I'll go Sancho on the right, Grealish on the. Maybe I'll put Ford on the left because he plays more on the left, I say, and then put Grealish in behind Kane. I might do that.
All right.
It's very attacking, but yeah.
I'm going to be a prick and I'm going to drop Pickford and I'm going to put in Dean Henderson.
He's not even in the squad.
He's not in the squad.
He's not in the squad. He dropped out, innit?
He got injured.
He got injured, yeah.
You got Ramsdale.
No. I'll go Sam Johnston because I just hate Pickford. But right back, I think Reece James is just decent at everything. I think Walker is really right. He's just decent at everything, which is which one you want. I think Maguire's not fit, so I wouldn't play him. I'd still go Stones and Mings. Like a fully fit Mings is better than a half fit Maguire. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah. Shaw left back, I think he's just better defensively. Then I go the Irishman, Declan Rice, holding it down. Then I'm going to drop Mount a bit deeper, and then I'm going to play. I'm going to play Grealish just in front of them, kind of roaming. I'm going to have Sancho, and I'm going to have Foden. Interchange. I'd probably have Sancho on the right because he can do it better than Foden, and Foden can do a job on the left, and then. I'd have Kane, but Kane, I don't know. Kane looks a bit unfit or something. Something about him, he's just not at it.
He looks unfit.
He looks so sloppy.
Doesn't look right.
Doesn't look right.
I couldn't say DCL, but like, if Kane's been really bad. Like Kane has offered nothing. I don't know why. He's trying to do too much. I think there's plenty of lads to make chances for him if he played higher. But yeah, that's what I go.
All right. I'm gonna go like 4-3-3 Liverpool style, of course. I'm going to go Pickford in goal. I'm going to go, obviously, the same Mings and John Stones. I'm going to go Kyle Walker right back because how can you not go Kyle Walker? I'm going to go left back Luke Shaw. I'm going to go DM. I'm going to start Henderson DM. No, in fact, I'm going to go Rice DM. I'm going to go with the two midfielders on the pivot, 2-8s. I'm going to go Henderson on the right side. And I'm going to go Jack Grealish on the other side of that centre mid, so a little bit more attacking. But he can sort of drift forward, and Henderson will sort of drop into like a CDM out of possession. Left wing, I'm going to go Sterling. Up top, I'll go Kane. And then right wing, I'll go Sancho. But I'd have Rashford in mind to sort of come in if needed.
He's got impact.
I was very tempted to start Rashford with Shaw. I was very tempted to say that, but as I said, Sterling is just frightens the life out of defenders, whether he's playing good or bad. But that's the way I play it. Quite attacking as well, but Mount's just not playing for me. Sorry, tired of people. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the Mount and Reece James hype. Tired of it. So Chelsea fans are going to be attacking me for a while, but I'll get one of them on soon.
Say with your chest, lad.
Yeah, say with his chest, bro.
I was the same.
It's like the Wan-Bissaka quote.
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka couldn't come and play fives with us, man. Impossible. Like, you know what I mean?
But you need him to defend. You don't.
Yeah,
he's just the one lad that'll just sit back. He'll just
he'll sit back and you won't get past him, man. And first to him, but you can't slide tackle in fives, so that's why I said you couldn't play fives.
Yeah, it's
true.
Know
what I mean? So
it's not standard thing, innit?
You'd have to be a sweaty player if he was slide tackling in fives.
It would be energy, innit? You wouldn't even get close to him. You wouldn't even get close to him, innit?
That's what
you'd be like,
saying.
he's coming. Just swing it back.
Nah, his touch would take the whole pitch. It'll just be one touch.
Lads, it's been a pleasure having you on, guys. Honestly, hopefully next time I have you guys on, it'll be hopefully better circumstances. You guys are more than welcome to jump on for the next England game. Do a little bit of coverage for that, and hopefully we see how things go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so again, thanks for having you guys on. Let us know where we can find you guys, if people know.
I'll let John go first there.
Yeah, just Real Ball Talk. If you just tap that in, you should see us on there. We're growing like we all are here. Just trying to do our thing. So yeah, man, make sure to tune in. We're next up on Mondays. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Nice one. Yeah, if you type in the Near Post podcast, it should come up. We've been a bit inconsistent recently, but we're going to get some nice uploads up soon. So stay tuned for that and make sure to sub to the boys. Like this video as well. Make sure to like this
Yeah,
video.
100%. Yeah, like this
boys.
video and subscribe as well.
Good stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, we've been a bit inconsistent as well. Obviously, it's hard to film during the Euros. Do you know what I mean?
Just so many games. There's just so many games. Once it gets to the knockouts, it's a lot easier. You know what I mean? They're well more spaced out, but there's kind of a lot of dead games.
No, it's true. But again, thank you guys for coming on. Obviously, Corey, obviously regular, obviously our guest and our guests as well, just doing their thing. But guys, like and smash and like. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much. Thank you and goodbye.